Another live-action fairy tale movie. Are they ever gonna get these things to actually work? Maleficent. Maleficent is another live-action fairy tale movie based off a Disney movie. This one is set from the perspective of the character of Maleficent, the villain from Sleeping Beauty. And I really like the character of Maleficent. You know, she's dark, she's brooding, she's scary. In Sleeping Beauty. In Maleficent, she's alright. Angelina Jolie in this movie, okay, here it is. For me with these live-action fairy tale movies that they're trying to do, the problem that I encounter with them is that in the animated movie, the characters are really over the top and like larger than life, but it works because it's in a fairy tale in an animated environment. When they do it in live action, they're still being over the top and larger than life, but it's just never really gelled for me in this live action version. The only time I can think of where it actually did work is Mila Kunis in Oz the Great and Powerful. But then again, that wasn't a fairy tale movie based off an animated movie, that was a fairy tale movie based off another live action fairy tale movie. But you know, Johnny Depp in Alice in Wonderland, Charlize Theron in Snow White and the Huntsman, those characters just didn't really do it for me. Same thing with Angelina Jolie in this movie as Maleficent. She does have some really cool scenes in it. With the script she was given, I think she did nail what the director was going for. That being said, I didn't really like what the director was going for. So then the question that comes up for me is that, is this really a movie that needed to be made? Because we already have the animated Sleeping Beauty movie, and that movie's awesome. I will say the effects in this movie I did really like. Yeah, it has a lot of CGI, really overused, but I think the worlds that they were going for in this movie looked really cool. It looked like a storybook that came to life almost. And this is really just the child side of me, but they did take a lot of liberties with this movie. I don't know, maybe it's based more off the original fairy tale than it is the animated movie, but they took so many liberties with this story that, okay, I get they wanted to make Maleficent like the good guy, and so in doing that, they had to change a couple things, and then in changing a couple things, they nerfed a lot of the coolest characters. King Stephen's the bad guy in this movie, and Charlotte Copley did a good job at playing him, but it's a much different King Stephen than we saw in Sleeping Beauty. Same with the three fairies. In the animated movie, they're called Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. In this movie, they gave them these weird names. I don't even remember what they're called. Their names were like Flitwhistle and Finkelfeather, or I don't even know. And they made them really whiny and complaining all the time, and when I was watching that, I was like, okay, so they're whining and complaining whenever we see them. They're letting little baby Briar Rose go off and almost fall off a cliff. How did the king ever trust them with this? So that didn't really mix well with me. So the movie did have its cool action scenes, and the locations and the effects were all really cool, but in the end of the movie, I didn't really like the story. The acting was really big and over the top. I wasn't really expecting much going into this movie, and I kind of came out of it just going, yeah, that's what I expected. I'm gonna give Maleficent a C. Really not a movie that I would go and watch again. So your favorite fairy tale movie of all time, whatever that movie is, comment down below. If you guys like this video, then you can go and click on my channel, subscribe, and look at more videos. And you know, hopefully maybe find some quality entertainment, because that's what I'm here for.